The energy was electric at Camp Nou. Barcelona, on a high after reaching the Copa del Rey final, faced a tough Real Betis side. The crowd erupted in the 7th minute. Jules Koundé's pressing forced a mistake. Ferran Torres pounced on the loose ball. He found Gavi, who calmly slotted the ball home. It was a dream start for Barcelona. It was also a special moment for Gavi. He was playing his 100th La Liga game. The goal showcased Gavi's talent. He timed his run perfectly. His finish was clinical. At just 18, Gavi is already a key player for Barcelona. This goal underlined his importance to the team. It seemed like Barcelona would cruise to victory. However, Betis had other plans. The early goal energized Barcelona. They pressed high, forcing Betis into errors. The midfield trio of Gavi, Pedri and Frenkie de Jong controlled the tempo. Barcelona's passing was crisp and precise. They carved open the Betis defense time and again. Robert Lewandowski and Ferran Torres had chances to extend the lead. However, Betis goalkeeper Rui Silva made some crucial saves. Betis were not going down without a fight. They weathered the early storm. They started to create chances of their own. In the 17th minute, they equalized. Giovanni Lo Celso whipped in a dangerous corner. Nathan rose highest in the box. He powered a header past Marc-Andre ter Stegen. It was 1-1. The momentum had shifted. The goal was a blow for Barcelona. They had dominated the early exchanges. Now they were back on level terms. Ronald Araujo was at fault for the goal. He lost Nathan at the corner. It was another shaky moment for the usually reliable defender. This goal seemed to rattle Barcelona. Their passing became sloppy. Betis grew in confidence. They started to threaten on the counter-attack. Antony, in particular, was a constant menace. He used his pace and trickery to get in behind the Barcelona defence. The first half ended 1-1. The second half was a tense affair. Barcelona dominated possession. Betis were content to sit back and hit on the counter-attack. Hansi Flick tried to change things. He brought on Rafinha and Eric Garcia. However, Betis held firm. They defended resolutely. They frustrated Barcelona. The game became stretched in the closing stages. Barcelona pushed for a winner. Betis looked to catch them on the break. There were chances for both sides. However, neither team could find a way through. The match finished 1-1. It was a frustrating night for Barcelona. Barcelona's possession-based game was evident. They controlled the ball for long periods. However, they struggled to break down Betis's organised defence. Betis, on the other hand, were clinical on the counter-attack. They made the most of their limited chances. Gavi was once again the standout performer for Barcelona. He was everywhere on the pitch. He scored a goal. He created chances for his teammates. He also worked tirelessly defensively. Gavi is a complete midfielder. He is only going to get better. Araujo, however, had a night to forget. He was at fault for Betis's goal. He was also caught out of position on several occasions. The Uruguayan defender has been in excellent form this season. However, he will want to forget this performance. After the game, Hansi Flick remained positive. He praised his team's performance. He felt that Barcelona were unlucky not to win. The draw was a setback for Barcelona. It allowed Real Madrid to close the gap at the top of La Liga. However, Barcelona are still in a strong position. They have a 4-point lead with 8 games remaining. They are still the favourites to win the title.